Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you one of my dressiest watches, the Stowa Marine Classic 36 Small Seconds Roman. Now, for those of you who don't know, Stowa is a German independent brand that has been around since 1927 from the Black Forest. They are very well renowned, especially for their fliegers, which, as you can imagine, also played a role during World War II. This type of watch, the Marine chronograph, is actually not as well known, but it also had its beginnings back then, if I am not mistaken, where it wasn't a wristwatch. Obviously, it was just a real, pocket watch, you could say, maybe even a little bigger than that, used in the ships to calculate their position according to celestial navigation, obviously before we had GPS and all that stuff. Now, Stowa and some other watches as well, some other watch brands as well, realized that it was a very handsome design language, and they started doing them. Stowa also has a bigger version, the Marine Original 41, and then the Marine Classic 40. However, in my personal opinion, also related to my wrist size, this is just the way to go. This is really the perfect size for this piece, considering what it is. Getting into the specs, we are talking about a small case of 36 millimeters with a height of only 8.5 millimeters, with a very slight dome on that sapphire glass, as you can see, a lug-to-lug of 18 millimeters, and a length between lugs, or also called lug-to-lug, of 44.6. Now, this is powered by the Swiss Peseux or Peseux, however you call it, 7001 hand-wound movement with top finish. A beautiful movement that you can find in a lot of watches of this price point and also higher. You can find it in the Nomos Tangente, you can find it in the Celos Nova, and if I am not mistaken, I believe that Baume Mercier and some other higher end, so to say, companies use it. Thermal blue screws, thermal blue hands, the very basic design with the Roman numerals, and the railroad minute track. Now, the small seconds, as you can see, is in a little bit of a dimple, recessed on what would be the dial, which is, by the way, not enamel. It does have kind of like that same vibe, but not really. But yeah, nevertheless, the crosshair there to show where the movement is going. I do know that some people were not super fans of that. I do think that it's just works. It's just very nice. I am not so crazy about the little number 6. I've seen some mock-ups of this watch with a little baton instead of having that 6. Also, some mock-ups of the 6 at the same size as the other ones, and the small seconds just cutting on top. I don't know. I think that it could go either way. The baton looked very clean. I don't hate this one at all, but if I had any type of gripe with the design, it would be that one, because for the rest, I just love it. So clean, so classy. Those hands, not only the blue, it's also that, ace of spades design of the hour hand that you can see there. Just beautiful. Science crown, and also very important, the price on this one's retail price is 1,150 euros. I don't know exactly how much it would be in dollars, but I'm guessing something like that minus taxes. But I don't know. I would need to check. Rarely you see them coming up on the second-hand market. And for whatever reason, I've seen them stay in the second-hand market for a while, which just boggles my mind. It's just, again, such a beautiful piece. I've had a Nomos Tangente. The Nomos Tangente was definitely very nice, but I do think that this one is just classier. That is the word. Now, let me show you how it looks on the wrist. Here I have my Oris Cervo Volante that I will show you some other day. And for the rest, and for the record, I do have a thin wrist of 16.5 centimeters. or 6.5 inches for my American viewers. And this is how it looks. Now, you can definitely see that this is not a big watch, but considering that it's just a white dial and a very thin bezel, you can also see that it has a very, very nice presence on the wrist. It is not overpowering, it's just very classy and very, very legible. You can definitely use this in a lot of different scenarios. You're not just limited to classy things. Like, I can definitely think that you can pull this off with a casual strap like this one, just wearing jeans and maybe not a t-shirt, but just a casual shirt for sure. But you can obviously just dress it up, and I'm going to show you a couple of other straps now, and that's how it really looks the part. Signed buckle, by the way, with the Stowa logo, which, by the way, that is another small gripe that I may have with this watch, and that is that that logo works very well, but I kind of feel like I liked the old logo with the big S more. Nevertheless, there is one thing that I do have to say, not against the watch, but against the strap. It's very supple, it's very nice, but, and this is not only Stowa, by the way, this is a lot of high-end watches. Like, I had the same thing with the Longines. I do believe that, Oris, Baumercier, like pretty much a lot of them have, and that is that they don't have quick release pins. That bothers me to no end. It's crazy that if you get a Chinese, not because they're Chinese, but because they are cheap, watch from AliExpress, you can get it with quick release straps, but not an over 1K watch. Just crazy. Nevertheless, you can definitely put this on a vintage strap such as this one, and it gives it a little bit more a rough vibe, still very classy, maybe a little bit more marine. Or you can definitely just dress it up all the way and put it on a croc strap, which I believe is how this watch really looks the best. Now, I only have a brown croc in 18 millimeters, but I am planning on getting it in black as well, because I do think that it really makes a difference. And just look at that. It's just beautiful. Very, very classy. I mean, the strap is great, but look how good it looks with the watch. It's just, again, tons of presence, even though it's a small watch. You can definitely read it from a distance. It has its own personality. It has story. It has pedigree. It's not just a random thing. It's a very reputable brand. I just really, really like this watch. So that's pretty much it for today. I will show you another watch and another time. But, and pretty much you know this, I've only recently started uploading content in the channel. I'm still figuring out a couple of things. So a like, it's definitely appreciated. A subscribe button is always the best, but I would really, really like, if possible, if you're into it, to drop me a comment. Tell me if you liked it. Tell me any feedback that you may have or any questions that you may have on the watch. I will link the official link of Stowa in the description. This is not a paid contribution. I mean, this is not sponsored content at all. This is my watch, and I'm showing it to you just because I really like it. So that's it, guys. I hope that you are having a great time, and I'll see you soon.